Hello, this is Leah Opondo. I am a teacher. I'm a Microsoft certified educator who has been at the forefront trying to urge teachers to embrace technology in their teaching. But I also realized something. Before we start embracing this, we actually need to have a change in our mindsets. I want you to imagine a classroom where we are connected globally. I also want you to imagine a classroom where students actually collaborate and create digital projects. And you'll realize that the future is here. It's happening. And thus we need to ask ourselves, why do we need to change? Look at this. Trends, global competence, technology integration in teaching, student-centered learning, and then, of course, creativity and critical thinking. Teachers, these are not just trends, but necessities. And that tells us that we need to prepare students for dynamic work out here. I know we are going to say that we have these barriers, this and this is hindering us from embracing or technology or changing. I know we have challenges out there. I am a classroom teacher. We have 4 main barriers that is a thorn in our flesh. Fear of losing control. It's common. Limited training from our employer. Infrastructure challenges. This is a major one, a major big problem. We are handling large classes. We have limited digital access. It's there with us. We cannot dispute that. And then, of course, we have this elephant, resistance to the traditional methods of, like, we are already immersed into these traditional methods of teaching and we are resisting. We don't want to get out of it. Yes, I'll give you a plus. These traditional methods have actually shaped generations. But now we need to go with the trends. You can start small. You can start small. You don't need to dive into these bigger things that we talk about. Every challenge that I've just mentioned, it is real. These are not excuses. They are realities that we face every day in our classes. But our dedication as teachers has carried students through difficult circumstances, often with fewer resources than we deserve. But what happened? We carried the day. Nobody can dispute that. People saw what we did. I want you to know that the commitment we had in the past, the commitment we have today, this is the foundation of our education system. This is what has carried us throughout. And I also want to remind you that change does not mean that you are going to discard your expertise or you are going to replace your wisdom or experience. No. It means building on your strength and adapt to a new context. I want to urge you that we are not behind. We are not. Rather, we are evolving professionally. The pace at which we are evolving is what matters, teachers. The trends are already here. Remember, I said they are already here. So we don't need to take long in evolving. No. This is coming from a place of love and respect. I am a teacher. I told you that. But I want to urge you that we can move forward. We can move forward together into the 21st century classroom. Now, how do we do this? How can we move forward? One, you need to have a change in the mindset. That is the major step that you need to take. Have a change in mindset. It has to shift from tradition to a modern classroom. Somebody wants to get in. Okay, I've enabled question and answer. Yes. Okay. Sorry for interruption. I was in.
Start small. You don't need to jump into the advanced tools, but you can start small. Start from Word, start with Excel. Just show that you are shifting. Collaborate with other educators. Actually, these are the people who were able to help a teacher like me to shift. The fact that you are able to connect with students, that is a very powerful tool for you as a teacher. Use that as a foundation to integrating new tools. That is your weapon. The fact that you are able to connect with them, start introducing these tools. And I can assure you they'll be coming to you, teacher, what next? Teacher, what can I do? So change is a process. That is what we need to understand. You just need to start small. And then reflect. Reflect on the new trends that are there with us today. Technology integration, global competence, creativity and critical thinking, student-centered learning. If you reflect on these things, remember they are already here with us, and we need to prepare our students for all this. You will adapt, teachers. If you reflect on that, you will adapt, because if you don't adapt, you will be left behind. So, 21st century classroom is already here with us. I want to ask you, are you stepping into it? Because students are there waiting for you. I want to leave you with this, that embracing change is not about technology, but rather growth, unity, and empowerment. I know our struggles as a teacher. I am a teacher. I acknowledge them. So let us rely on our strength. It makes us capable of leading change.